Hello and welcome into the Piles of Paragraphs creative space. I'm Lori and today I'm going to do a little project that was inspired by Corey Dahmen over at Creating with Scraps, and I'll put the link to her video in the description box below. But I think, well, I'm going to call it a Scrapbuster see, I can't even say it. Scrapbuster cluster book. And she made one. Hers is a little different than mine. Mine's a little more simple. I was thinking this would be great in Happy Mail because it's just kind of a lightweight little book that I did some collages in. And then when people want to use them, or in this case me, because I'm going to keep this one for myself, when I want to use them, you can just pull them right out. Just tear them loose and, oops, there we go. You can just tear them out and use them for whatever you want. Of course, in my case, I might tear off some of this paper and whatnot, but you get the general idea. So I've started with my favorite, some packing paper, and I have a couple small little lightweight cardstock pieces. Let's see, where's my ruler? Oops. My ruler and a pen decided to join. Oh, 2 rulers. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see. So this is 3 1/4 by 2 1/8. So a little smaller than an artist trading card, but pretty good size. It'll definitely fit in a business size envelope, especially if I were to open it up to the center and put it in there flat like that. Then it wouldn't be more than 1/4 inch. So you could send it for the cost of a first class stamp. I have some regular sewing thread here to bind it together. So let's set that over to the side. So I started with my my favorite thing, as I said, the packing paper that comes in packages that I receive. And I tore them roughly to the same size as the cards. So we'll just take these and fold them in half. I don't think I'll do quite as many as I did in the in the first little booklet that I did. Although you can do as many or as few as you want. The one Corey did was a little bit heavier. The covers were a little bit heavier, a little more durable, but I thought, oh, I think this will work with the lighter weight cardstock, and then, like I said, it'll be really easy to put into, excuse me, into a first class envelope and mail it. So let's see. So I have these, but they're a little too wide. Let's see. I'm going to use this just to wrap the little pages in so that I can glue them to the cardstock. Because that way then you don't have your signature stitched into the part that's holding your, well, you do, but you have this glued on. Hold on, Debbie. Hi. Sorry. Debbie's distracting me. Hi, sweet baby. I think plain cards would also work quite well for this. Okay. Okay, Bear. Okay. Okay. Let me get my video finished and then I'll come see you, okay? Okay. I haven't been home for the past few days, so kitties are very excited to see me. Oh, speaking of which, let me apologize for the state of my hands. They are clean. They are just stained. I was doing my fabric dyeing course, and I think I managed to put a hole in the thumbs of both my gloves, so I ended up dyeing my thumbs kind of purple. Okay, okay, Debbie. Okay. Why don't you get up in the window? Okay, you're on your own now, Dev. So in the end, I will take these and glue them onto the covers, and that'll be what holds the book together, but still makes it easy to tear apart. So I'll put this in here. Find my centerpiece. Easier said than done, apparently, today. And let's see, what do I have? Sorry, what I was using I left downstairs because that's where I made my book. Do I have? Yes, the question almost came out of my mouth. Do I have paper clips? Of course I have paper clips. Oh, hold on, though. I have to stand up and try to reach them. Oh, sorry about that. Alrighty. Okay, Deb. Please don't jump up on my desk, Debbie. Please be a good girl. Okay. I really don't want her on my desk because I have my needle and thread out. I don't want her to get that. She's a cat. She likes string, but she's usually pretty good. But I don't generally leave my sewing stuff out so that she and the boys can get into it. Okay. I'll put a paper clip here and a paper clip here, which is probably a little bit of overkill, but then fold them to make sure I get the crease. Move those out of the way for just a second. And you can use your needle for this, but I'm going to go ahead and use my pokey tool. And I'm going to go in the center. And then a little bit down from the top, trying to catch all of the little pieces of the paper I put in. Of course, this doesn't have to hold forever because, you know, when people get it, then they're going to pull it apart. I was also thinking it might be kind of a fun thing, so you do some clusters for them and send them to them, and then, but not finish the whole book, so they could then add their own clusters, and then they could have it to use as needed. I think this is also kind of a fun idea if you're going to be traveling, because then you can have your clusters with you without having to have all the stuff with you to make them. So if you're doing a, you know, a theme-specific project, you could do a whole bunch of clusters like this. And of course, you could do them at any size. I chose to do them this size because I found these little pieces of cardstock in my stash this morning and thought, oh, those will work. Okay. So, sorry, three-hole binder. Is that what it's called? Three-hole, oh my goodness. I haven't bound anything for so long, I can't remember. Three-hole pamphlet stitch, that's what it is. Oh gosh, I apologize. I really loved my class, but it was so much new information that I think I may have sprained my brain. Okay, so then you just do your usual knot, because you need this to be tight, but not terribly, terribly tight, because, you know, people are going to be someone's going to be pulling these apart at some point, probably anyway. I guess you could keep it, though, as a fun little cluster book. Okay, scissors. Ooh, I don't know what I did with my fabric scissors. Hopefully these will, there we go. Okay, take this. I'm gonna put it back in my little travel pin cushion and wrap it up, so in case Debbie gets up here, it will be far less interesting if it's not stringing along. So, okay. So we have our little pages sewed into our little, and this is just probably about the weight of a copy paper, but it's an old little, like, grocery store list book that I found. Let's see, which one do I want to have to be my cover? Let's have that one be the front cover. This one can be the back cover. Let me grab a piece of glue paper. That's what it's called, glue paper. Sorry, my brain is really foggy today, obviously. Okay, so I'm gonna line that up here. I'll line this up here, about here. And let's see. Okay. And I'm just gonna put glue not all the way over to the edge, probably about 3/4 of the way over to the edge. And then I will attach this one. And I'll do the same thing with this, about 3/4 of the way over. Excuse me, let me put my lid on my glue stick. Close this up. Bring this over. Line them up with the back cover and the front cover. My bone folder, and Just give it a bit of a squish. And as you can see, I didn't do this terribly straight. But there's your little book. And then, so to do the clusters, let's see, what do I have handy? To make my clusters with it. Oh, I stuff in a little baggie. So let's see. What do we have? So when I did mine, I just folded my book over like this. So I just had this piece of paper out, and then that's what I glued on. So let's see, what do we have? I did use quite a few stamps in that one because they were handy and they're the perfect size for these kind of clusters. This. Ooh, too many choices. I want to see what else I have. That's terrible. I know I've got different stamps in here. There's a little piece of jelly print paper. Let's see. Okay. I tried hard to do them just as like 3-piece clusters. I didn't really succeed. I kept wanting to add things to them, so I kept adding a little bit here and there. And I did make most of them just a little bit bigger than the page that I had, the brown paper that I had put in as the page. And there was really no rhyme or reason to that. It just what I felt like doing when I made them. So I'll stick this one up here. Let me grab a little piece of book page. I better use the side with the words facing up. Okay. And I shouldn't have put glue all the way to the edge there. Get a tissue. And I did the same thing when I made these earlier, so, you know, it's just kind of part of the process. And let's see, I want a little piece of this, you know. That does put me over my 3 pieces, but kind of like the idea of having a little something else. There we go, sticking out maybe from the bottom. So it's a quick little project, but like I said, I think it will make a really fun thing to include in Happy Mail. So let's see. I don't want that much at the top. I don't want that much on the side. Okay, no Debbie, no bunny. Okay, I'm almost done. I promise I'm almost done. I know, I said that a few minutes ago, didn't I? Okay. So, okay. I'll put the glue on this part. The cap back on my glue. There you go. There's one little cluster in the book. And they don't get super thick. Like I said, if you split it in half and put it in the envelope, I think you'd be well within your 1/4 of an inch. Of course, it depends on how many pages you put in and how thick the stuff, the pieces are that you use in your collages. But there you go. There's the project for today. Just a quick little, let's see, what are we calling it? Scrapbuster cluster book, Happy Mail idea. As if the original title isn't enough. So then you do, you know, the next one here, or, you know, wherever you feel like doing them, depending on what size you wanted. And this paper tears so easily. You can, you know, it's easy to take out and easy to change the shape of if you want. So there you go. Thanks to Corey Dahmen for inspiring this. I thought it was a super fun idea when I saw her do it, and I'm sure there will be many more of these in my future. So thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, and I sincerely hope you did, please give me a thumbs up, make a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And for now, I will say bye-bye.